Welcome back to another episode of my Jets Connected franchise on Madden 19. Last week we took down the Raiders 31-30 in pretty exciting fashion. 1 for 2 with like 20 seconds left, got the 2-point conversion, and that's how we won the game. We can actually view the weekly awards, which means one of our players won something. So, who won? It was Darren Lee who won AFC Defensive Player of the Week. 8 tackles, 2 interceptions. Tyrod Taylor wins AFC Offensive Player of the Week, as you guys can see there. I think we just played our 8th game. I'm fairly certain about that, so I will go over the stats. I'm going to do that right now. Right now, Sam Darnold is on pace to have exactly 4,000 yards. Not many touchdowns, only 20 and 24 interceptions. I definitely have to try to be safer with him. Try to get more yards, get more touchdowns, all that good stuff. I want him to develop into a good quarterback. But if I keep playing at this rate, I don't think it's going to happen. Pretty bad completion percentage. At least the yardage might be over 4,000. That would be pretty cool if that's what happens. Avery Cross, not having the best yards per carry, but 586 yards, on pace to have over 1,000. 4 touchdowns. You know, over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, not a bad rookie season. TJ Yeldon just recently came over to the team. 127 yards for him. Good yards per carry there, too. Wide receivers, Robbie Anderson is currently on pace to have about 1,600 yards. With 14 touchdowns. He is lighting it up right now. Avery Cross is our next leading receiver. Marvin Council here as the slot receiver gets some catches. Keewan McGee only has 10 catches. It's difficult for me to get him involved if I'm being honest here. Dallas Goedert only has 17 catches. How many sacks are we letting up? Not horrible numbers, but still nothing spectacular. A lot better than last year though. Darren Lee leading the team in tackles. He's also on pace for 10 interceptions, 12 tackles for loss. Might be Defensive Player of the Year once again. Avery Williamson gets a ton of tackles for loss. Jordan Jenkins having a good season as well. Terrell Basham also having a good season his first year starting. I think we have one player who is on pace to have over 10 sacks. It's Jordan Jenkins, currently on pace for 11. And then 5 interceptions from Darren Lee, 2 from Avery Williamson and Marcus May, 1 from Jordan Jenkins and Trevor Williams. Darren Lee having an insane season right now. Defensive touchdowns, I don't think we have many. We have 1 from Jordan Jenkins. We don't have many safeties. We only have 1 so far. And then no blocked kicks. What about forced fumbles? I have 3 for one player, Jordan Jenkins, 2 from Jamal Adams. Jordan Jenkins balling out this year too. Terrell Basham, Stephen Montgomery each have 1 as well. How many tackles does Montgomery have? He only has 28. Decent number of pass deflections, though. Darren Lee has the most with 20. That is a lot of pass deflections. I kind of want to see who's leading the NFL in pass deflections. I feel like it has to be Darren Lee. Oh, by a ton. Wait, we have the top 3 guys? Are you serious? We have another player there with 11. I don't know why it's not showing, but jeez. Darren Lee, twice as much, essentially, than the next player. We are actually 6th on offense. I'm never that high on offense, but we are last on defense. Interesting. Let me just show you what the current awards are looking like. I'm just going to highlight the players from our team if, any of them show up here. Darren Lee is in 2nd place currently for Defensive Player of the Year behind Dayon Buchanan, who's on the Dolphins. I'm going to try to get him to win his 2nd consecutive Defensive Player of the Year. Avery Cross, though, currently the favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I really hope that can happen. I see Marvin Council down there at number 5. And it's likely we have maybe the Defensive Rookie of the Year too. We do not. We're actually not that close at all. We don't have anybody on this list. Never mind. Avery Cross, though, one of the best running backs in the NFL, number 6 currently. Robbie Anderson in the lead for best wide receiver. That's always cool to see. Darren Lee, the favorite for best linebacker. Jordan Jenkins at number 5 as well. Cairo Santos, 3rd place for best kicker. And that is going to do it for the awards. So we're on pace to win a couple of those. I hope we can continue the success in those relative positions. We also have an experience point to use, at least 1. How many players actually have 1? A bunch, actually. We have 4. Jamal Adams, captain of the defense, going into run support, making sure he fits the scheme. That's what I want to see. 2 to man coverage, 2 to tackling, 1 to strength as well. Pretty good. Sam Darnold has an experience point I can use. I think I want to go into strong arm. He's not going to fit the scheme. That's okay. Maybe get a throw power increase. Now, throw accuracy, deep, and mid. That's nice. He overthrows a lot of medium routes. He also overthrows a lot of deep routes, too. So that was like the perfect upgrade package there. Terrell Basham, I'm just going to go into speed rusher. Keep it simple. making sure he fits the scheme, getting up the necessary stats here. 2 to finesse, movement, awareness, 1 to tackling. And then this guy whose last name I really don't want to try to pronounce. He's just a backup, so I'll go into speed rusher as well. It's got up 3 things. 2 to finesse move, 2 to awareness, 1 to play rec. Similar upgrade package to what Terrell Basham just got. But I think I'm ready to take on the Ravens. Actually, someone's returning from injury. Henry Anderson is able to play again. That's cool to see, starting at right end. I'll make sure the depth chart is all where it should be. Let's go over the injury report. Before I do that, actually, my mind's kind of all over the place. My bad. Let's check out the injury report. Do we have anyone injured? Spencer Long, Houston Goldman, or Huston Goldman, you know, still the 2 players injured. And then, are we taking on the Ravens? Jimmy McLean, wide receiver, could be one of their starters, out for 2 more weeks, so he will not be playing against us. Now, I think we can check out their roster here. Lamar Jackson starting at quarterback. Joe Flacco still on the team, though, not, you know, on the Broncos roster at this point. Mark Ingram, Kenneth Dixon, Robert Turbin, the running backs. Patrick Ricard starting fullback. Michael Crabtree, Willie Snead, and Eric Decker are the wide receivers. There's Jimmy McLean. I don't think he would be starting anyway, so it doesn't really matter that he's injured. Hayden Hurst starting tight end. Luke Wilson, Mark Andrews also here. Ronnie Stanley starting left tackle. I think there's a rookie down there, though. No, it's not. It's just Orlando Brown. My fault. Nico Siragusa starting left guard. Trenton Ryson. Yeah, Ryson. Starting center. Not a bad-looking rookie. 24 years old, though. Marshall Yanda still on this team at right guard. Jake Fisher, then, starting at right tackle. Brandon Williams starting at left end. Willie Henry here as well. Brooks Reed. Doesn't really fit the scheme. Maybe he's, like, playing outside linebacker or rushing right end or something like that. You know, starting over there. Michael Pierce, Caleb Brantley as the defensive tackles. Matthew Judon starting left outside linebacker. CJ Mosley, Patrick Onwuso. I think it's pronounced like that. I always thought it was Onwauser, but I'm pretty sure it's like Onwuso or something like that. So he's the backup middle linebacker there. Lindsey Curry, starting right outside linebacker. 81 speed, 88 acceleration. Not the best block shed, but not a terrible looking pass rusher there. Jimmy Smith, the number 1 corner. Marlon Humphrey right behind him. Tavon Young, likely the nickel corner. Eric Weddle starting free safety. Tony Jefferson starting strong safety. Justin Tucker, the kicker. Sam Cook, the punter. So the team is relatively unchanged. I think we can take them down. They have a great defense, but let's see if we can move the ball against them. The Jets matchup for this week is the Baltimore Ravens. Very rush-heavy team with a super strong defense. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, helping out that rush-heavy offense. And then on defense, CJ Mosley, probably the biggest leader on that side of the ball. Eric Decker, though, last week had 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 43 yards, along of 28. But let's quickly get into this game here. The Ravens will start out on offense. Lamar Jackson under center. Hands the ball off to Mark Ingram, who is the running back. Breaks a tackle as well. Makes a man miss. Jukes breaks out of another tackle. Fights with another defender. Going down to the 50-yard line. Starts this game off with a 25-yard carry. 3rd and 3 now for Lamar Jackson. Tries to fire quickly to the outside to his tight end, Hayden Hurst, but cannot complete the pass. Is going to set up a super long field goal attempt for Justin Tucker, which he nails. So the Ravens will go up 3-0 early in this one. 3rd and 7 now for the Jets. Sam Darnold throws this one over the middle to Keywan McGee for the first down. Seldom gets targeted, but still, you know, he's there when we need him. 2nd and 5. Sam Darnold throwing another slant over the middle, this time to Robbie Anderson, a bit deeper of a slant. Makes a man miss. It was Eric Weddle, I believe, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. 3rd and 3. Sam Darnold looking for another slant potentially, but no, he throws it to the outside to Keywan McGee. He's getting involved pretty early in this one. 2nd and 11. Darnold dropping back to pass. Let's see who decides to throw it to. Goes to Avery Cross, his running back. Goes down at the 11-yard line. Gains 10 yards, though. 3rd and goal. Let's see what the Jets decide to do here. Goes for a quick pass to Dallas Goedert, but it is not able to be caught. So the Jets will tie the game up with another field goal. 3-3 right now. Lamar Jackson setting up the play action. Throws it to the outside to Michael Crabtree for the first down. Gains about 15 yards there. 3rd and 5. Lamar Jackson. Clean pocket, scrambles around a little bit, goes to the left side, throws it back to Hayden Hurst. Missed tackle by the Jets. A couple players trying to wrap up Hurst, the former MLB player, I believe. He picks up a pretty big gain there. 3rd and 10 for Lamar Jackson. Dropping back pretty short, throws this one up. Darren Lee nearly there to intercept it, intended for Hayden Hurst again. And then Justin Tucker will knock through another field goal. So the score is 6-3. Avery Cross takes a handoff to the outside. There's nobody in front of him in terms of the Raiders players. One player to beat. He jukes out Eric Weddle. Let's see if he's going to get caught from behind. He does. Number 59 chases him down. But that was a huge gain At the 4-yard line, TJ Yeldon takes the handoff, 2nd and 2. Pretty easy touchdown there for the Jets, as they will go up in this one now. The score is going to be 10-6. 3rd and 6, though. Lamar Jackson going with play action, drops back to pass. Scrambling around, he's a very fast quarterback. Let's see what he can do, but gets wrapped up by his cleats. Terrell Basham is there to make the athletic stop. 2nd and 8 now for the Jets. Sam Darnold sets up a play action. Drops back in the pocket, fires to Council for a huge gain. That was a great pass, too. Good coverage by number 48, if I'm being honest there. 3rd and 10 for Sam Darnold. Has his running back open, tries to throw it to him, but it's just out of his reach. TJ Yeldon didn't even try there to catch it. 2nd and 13 here. Lamar Jackson goes with a handoff to Mark Ingram. Been pretty nullified since that first run, but there's a first down. That's not even true. He has 60 yards. He hasn't really been nullified too much. 3rd and 9. Lamar Jackson scrambling around in the pocket again. This time not going to get sacked. Nobody there to stop him. Slides. Darren Lee smashes him. Probably would have got ejected if that happened in real life, but that doesn't happen in Madden. 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson again throws this one directly to Darren Lee. That wasn't ever open. Darren Lee reads that beautifully. Just sits on the route. Breaks a tackle as well, but goes out of bounds. Extending his dominating season. 2nd and 2. Handoff goes to Avery Cross. Up the middle. Cuts back to the left a bit, picks up the first down. He has 77 yards on the ground, a lot of that from that one play. 3rd and 7, another run play here to Avery Cross. Following blockers well, great blocking downfield for the most part until number 87 gets thrown over. I think that's McGee. Avery Cross now to Darnold's left. Play action goes to him. Sam Darnold throws this one over the middle directly to C.J. Mosley. Darnold kind of makes the same mistake Lamar Jackson did with Darren Lee, in the sense that that route was really never open. C.J. Mosley was there the whole time. I don't know what Sam Darnold was doing. Lamar Jackson finds Willie Snead on this one. The slot receiver, shifty, former Saint. 1st and 10, Lamar Jackson under center. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left before halftime. Goes with a play action. Throws this one into tight coverage to Hayden Hurst, who makes the grab. Lamar Jackson up to 74 yards in the first half. 3rd and 4 for Jackson, trying to set up a screen pass. Nearly intercepted by Terrell Basham. Looks like he was watching Khalil Mack tape or something. Played that really similarly. 2nd and 10. The Jets trying to screen pass of their own. TJ Yeldon catches it, gets stuck behind his blockers for a little while. Not sure what he was doing there. Fighting off a couple of Ravens defenders for the first down. What a play there. 3rd and 12, though. Next set of first down, or next set of downs here. Going deep is Sam Darnold to Robbie Anderson, who gets by. I think that might have been Marlon Humphrey. I'm not too fond of numbers on this team, but that was a great catch by Robbie Anderson. Avery Cross fighting with some defender, going to go down. Wait, never mind. The whistle was never blown. He steps back up and then gets tackled again. No idea what happened there. But I don't think the referees were really paying attention. The Jets would take a field goal at the end of that drive. The score 13-9 heading into halftime. The first game to look at here, going to be between the Bills and the Patriots. Of course, both these teams in the Jets division. The Bills, 10-3 right now, have the lead. Tyrod Taylor, 210 yards in the first half. On pace for over 400. He nearly had 400 yards last week, too. Pretty insane right now. The Falcons and the Buccaneers are going at it too. The Buccaneers are winning 14-0. Surprisingly enough, the Falcons are 7-1, and the 4-4 Buccaneers giving them trouble. Jameis Winston 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans caught one of those. The last game here between the Titans and the Colts, and just look at this game Marcus Mariota is having. 221 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. He is lighting up this Colts defense. He is on pace to have 6 touchdowns, over 400 yards right now. 1st and 20, though, not a good start here for the Jets. They can never get a good start. Sam Darnold going to get sacked. The ball comes loose. Trent Brown picks it up. Darnold tried to dump that one off underneath, but just did not get the pass off. 2nd and 32 now. The handoff goes to Avery Cross to the outside. He's going to have a ton of room to go. Tries to juke by a defender, does just that, breaks by another tackle, and going to almost win that tackle battle. Picks up a lot of yards. They were just trying to not get a safety, and they nearly got a first down. 3rd and 7 now. Sam Darnold dropping back to pass. Has a receiver open. Keywan McGee being pretty active in this game here. Picks up the first down. 2nd and 6 now. Sam Darnold dropping back. Let's see what he decides to do. Doesn't really like what he sees. Drops really far back in the pocket. Tries to throw it away, but gets sacked. He fumbles the football. The player for the Jets misses it. And Brooks Reed recovers the fumble. That's really unfortunate. Darnold did try to throw it away, but it didn't work. Mark Ingram, very awkward running animation there. Not sure what he was doing. Could have picked up way more yards if he ran that smoother. But still, got the first down. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Mark Ingram. Absolutely embarrassing number 95 Terrell Basham there for the touchdown. And the Ravens take the lead 16-13 here. Play action, not play action. Actually, handoff goes there to Avery Cross. Nowhere for him to go. Doesn't really pick anything up there. 2nd and 10. Sam Darnold drops back to pass. Let's see where he decides to go with it. Takes a little bit too much time. Didn't really see anyone open. Goes down. Tony Jefferson with the sack. Not a good drive here for the Jets either. 3rd and 18. Darnold dropping back to pass. Tries to get the ball off, but gets sacked for a fumble. He gets kicked into the end zone, and the Ravens pick it up for another touchdown. So unlike the past minute, the Ravens have put up 2 scores, or 2 touchdowns right now. Avery Cross gets the handoff up the middle. Finally something positive for this Jets team. He's having a very good game right now, though. 15 carries, 128 yards. 2nd and 8. Darnold has a couple players open, has a ton of time in the pocket, notices that, takes his time, finds the receiver downfield. It's Robbie Anderson, as Darnold is nearing in on 200 yards on the day. 2nd and 6. Sam Darnold dropping back to pass, has a player rushing to his left, senses that, gets the ball out quickly. Dallas Goedert is there for the reception. Darnold goes over 200 yards. The ball is now at the 4-yard line, 2nd and 2. Handoff goes to TJ Yeldon once again, and he just pushes this one into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Doesn't have many rushes so far, but made 2 of them count for sure. 3rd and 6. Lamar Jackson has the football, tries to throw it to the outside to Hayden Hurst, breaks out of 2 tackles somehow, has a blocker downfield, going to run this one, breaks out of another tackle, jukes by another defender as well. Got way more yards than he probably should have there. 2nd and 8. Lamar Jackson, let's see what he does on this one. Throws it to the outside. Michael Crabtree is there. Marcus May misses the tackle. Michael Crabtree easily gets a touchdown there. 30-20 is the score. Sam Darnold goes down very quickly. Matthew Judon in there for his 2nd sack of the day. 3rd and 12 for Sam Darnold now. Taking a shot deep to Robbie Anderson. Beat by his guy, number 22. I think that's Jimmy Smith there. I think I said that was Marlon Humphrey earlier. It's definitely not. 3rd and 8. Actually, it could be. That pass is nearly intercepted. A bit of an overthrow by Eric Weddle, but I'm pretty sure the number 1 corner usually plays on the right side in Madden. I think that's kind of how it works, the right side of the offense. But Skyro Santos will knock through that field goal. 30-23 is the score. 3rd and 10, Lamar Jackson in the pocket. Has a player deep. It's Willie Snead. That's a fantastic play, though, by Jamal Adams to, recover and get a hand in there. 1st and 10. Throws it to the outside. Keenwan McGee is there. Breaks out of the tackle as well. Has a couple other players to beat, but Eric Weddle and crew bring him down. I think both safeties are there for that tackle. 1st and 10. Setting up a screen as Sam Darnold gets the pass off to TJ Yeldon. Follows his blocker as well. Let's see what he can do here. Makes a man miss again. Eric Weddle not having the best tackling performance right now. The ball is at the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Sam Darnold fires over the middle to a wide open receiver. He misses the throw. 4th and goal. Going with the same exact play. Darnold taking his time on this one. Completes it for the touchdown. Keenwan McGee in there. I think that might be his 1st touchdown this year. Could be wrong, though. 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson going with a play action. Throws it very quickly. Insane reactions for him to even see Willie Snead there. But it worked for the 1st down. At the 31-yard line, Mark Ingram picks up 2 blitzers and throws it deep to Willie Snead, who completely mosses Trevor Williams. That was a great blitz pickup by Mark Ingram. I don't know how he did that. He chopped Darren Lee, I think on accident, and then fully blocked Avery Williamson. That was fantastic. 2nd and 8 now. Robbie Anderson is there over Marlon Humphrey for a huge gain. At the 34-yard line now are the Jets. Avery Cross runs this one up the middle. They're looking to have, potentially a touchdown at the end of this drive to tie the game up. 1st and 10 again. Play action here. Sam Darnold throws it to his wide receiver, Robbie Anderson, nearly going into the end zone, but he's going to be marked down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Jets go with the toss. Looks like it's going to work out pretty well, but Avery Cross gets tackled by C.J. Mosley outside of the end zone. 2nd and goal. Same toss, flip to the other side. Looked like it was about to work on the last play. Not going to work here. The fullback, not sure what he was doing, just ran back to the middle of the field. Should have kept going that way. 3rd and goal. The Jets can't mess this one up, can they? Oh, no. It's not looking good for them right now. This started as 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, and it's 4th and goal at the 4-yard line. Sam Darnold, panicking a little bit, chucks it into traffic, and it hits the ground. The Jets would get the ball back, but there's only 4 seconds left, and not looking great for them. Sam Darnold, let's see what he can do. Heaves one up to Robbie Anderson, actually has a step on the wide receiver, comes down with the football, but goes down at the 8-yard line. Clock expires. The game is over. Sam Darnold had so many yards today, but not many touchdowns. He had 1 and 1 interception. Not a good performance in general. 58% completion percentage. Slung the rock a ton today, but could not get the job done in the win column. Avery Cross at 167 yards. TJ Yeldon 2 touchdowns. Sam Darnold also fumbled 3 times, which was pretty big. This is just a bit of proof. Also, Robbie Anderson, 10 for 259. What even is that? This is also a bit of proof that yards don't mean anything. The Jets still lost this game, and they completely outgained the Ravens. The Ravens just, clutched up when they needed to, didn't make many mistakes. 3 sacks led up there for the Jets' offensive line. Jamal Adams, 7 total tackles. Jordan Jenkins, 2 tackles for loss. Marcus May, Eddie Goldman each had 1 as well. 1 sack there from Terrell Basham, and then 1 interception from Darren Lee. Not a good performance from the Jets. The head coach is severely disappointed in this team, but let's see if they can get into the win column next week. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.